Well folks, Series 21 is here on Horizon 4, which means this is, in fact, another Evil Pandora video. See if I can get down in this driver's seat. Seem to be struggling this morning. It's not the virus or anything, I don't know. Aches and pains from being old. Aches and pains from being old. So, I figure the first thing that we'll do is the two things that carry through the whole series, meaning summer, autumn, winter, and spring. The monthly rivals and the online adventure. And then we'll go from there. Our objective is to unlock this Drift Corvette. Now I know what you're thinking, Evil, you can't drift. That's entirely true, and I don't plan on drifting it at all. I just want it in my garage because it's new to the game. And Specs just said, well, that's a stupid reason. I don't really care if she says that, so. She has no input onto what we do. She's just a production person. So, I think the first thing to do is posting a clean lap at the Princess Street Gardens circuit. Let's see where that is on the map. So, well, they're not even letting me access it from there. They got a lot of nerve.
Welcome back, Victor.
I don't want to really drive when I'm in, so I'll back out of that. Go into my cars and let's see, what do I want to drive? Well, it'll be another Ferrari, I guess. Scroll on down through all these other cars and get to, eventually, because I figure we'll take on the clean PR stuff race on, so and somebody was nice enough to put a nice slow lap on there, so circuit. Well, if I drive slow enough I can. I think that's what we shall do. We can't tune the car, that's not available. So let's just give it a whirl. Give it a whirl, I say. Give it a whirl. Looks like a 90-degree right-hander coming right up at the start. Essy sort of thing here, and then we come up to like a hairpin. Slow down for that. Don't want to go too fast. This is called sandbagging on the first lap, if anybody was wondering. As long as I beat the other rival's time, I'll be good to go. And I'm curious to see what the next time would be. This is a new strategy for me on this particular thing, on this particular event. Just cruise around, come to the start-finish line. A drifter. Feels drifting around is the way to go. I personally don't see it that way. We'll just keep the car under us as we go around here. Make sure I don't hit a wall, because that'll void our lap. Again, we want to run just fast enough to beat the other competitor. Evil, that's a low way to go. Low way to go, Evil. Maybe so, but I don't think the company that puts this game out is on the up and up, so we'll just play along with them that way. As we cruise to the start-finish line. So we were able to beat that. Oh, I almost hit the wall on that one. That would have been a major mistake. Evil, you don't make mistakes, do you? Oh man, I lead the league in mistakes. Come on, Evil, you're cutting it close on those walls. Now we come to the home stretch. And took care of that. So that's 3 that we beat, so we'll complete one thing there. If I can remember how to access online adventure. Oh, it might be the top thing that says online adventure. Let's see. I got wheel spins to do, which I just let them save up since there's not much on the wheel that we can use except for credits, and I got enough to get by right now. But let's see how many actual just single wheel spins we got instead of the super wheel spins. So I always claim that I don't need them. Let's see. 3,189. Yeah. Another 5,000 credits, so we'll just collect the prize and keep our big wheel spin deal. So now I just lost my train of thought, but it is online adventure. Ranked as adventure is what we want to do. As I said, the ranked team racing is not what I participate in. We participate in the ranked free-for-all racing. So that is what we're going to do. Now, the game is going to find a free-for-all adventure session for us, and this, we may fall asleep as long as this takes. No sense in me sitting here in the middle of the just got to make sure that when that thing up top changes over to that it found the session, that we don't miss it. I think my second favorite place to drive in this game is this coast highway here. The freeway is my favorite, but this is my second favorite right here. You get the view of the water. It's got some curves to it, so it's not a straight shot. And you're always trying to avoid the traffic cars. Avoid the traffic cars. Now this car is very capable of doing this at over 200 miles an hour. But since we're in a laid back sort of mood, we're just cruising. Just cruising. We're coming up on the lighthouse, which means that the castle, Bamberg Castle, is not far away, which is Evil's main home among the, I think, 9 or 10 other ones that we have here in the game. Regular real estate mogul. Now, without the barricades up here, it's hard to imagine that this is one of the circuits in the game, but it is. It's totally different when they got all the barricades up.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yes, indeed I did arrive at my destination. But I have so many destinations, so that's why we keep driving. Uh-oh, there's a Forzathon Live event over here. I gotta stay away from that, because that'll knock out my online adventure registration. So let's go back over this way. Those sneaky blanks trying to pull a fast one on us and bounce us out of the online adventure. Because the Forzathon Live would just knock us out. So I think I'll just sit over here by the lighthouse and enjoy the view. Oh, join session, yes. There we go, 7 to 12 players. Of course, we gotta fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. 9 to 12. There's Super Sprint's gonna say it up. And it looks like we start off in the city and work our way out to the countryside. Looks like part of it is on the freeway. So let's see how we do. You don't want to miss a checkpoint. Now I can hit a wall in here, it's not gonna matter, but I'd rather not.
I need to not do things like that.
Looks like somebody has their mic on. Not exactly sure what they're saying or talking about, but it's alright.
I know how to such fun dog. I'm not. Not us. I could games. I don't I should be cool. Looks so stupid. The race ends. It's not this.
Oh, we didn't finish last. So what's the next thing here? The festival circuit? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Starting fourth in this one. We'll see if we can finish fourth or worse. I believe it's going to be 3 laps.
This person's so yeah.
Make sure we don't miss any checkpoints.
This car's too good, like, it's too good. Basically, we're not going to do this much for I'm not going to do this. I can't. This is my Come on. Yeah, I'm not. I made a promise. I made a promise. Okay.
Another 3 laps. Looks like they had me starting in second, so I'll probably get run over. Ah! Looks like everybody wants to pass poor old Evil. Poor old Evil getting passed by everybody. High speed collision predicted. On to the final lap we go.
It's too fast. And then
Just barely caught that checkpoint.
I was
Well, that got the online adventure out of the way, folks. Now we'll have those two things able to carry over through the whole series. So that's a nice jump on all the other things that we have to get done. And we're in League 13. Oh, jumped up from League 14. So next we'll see where the PR. Guess I gotta back up a little. This looks like one of the ones that usually gives me a nightmare. At least it's not winter time. You have to stay off the walls, stay on the circuit so we don't get a fail. And it doesn't look like in the first attempt I got enough speed to get it done. How many miles per hour are we off? 2 miles per hour, folks. We need to find 2 miles per hour. The car felt more than capable of getting the job done. It was just poor evil. Poor evil. Not being able to hustle the wheel. Gotta hustle this steering wheel to get this done. No doubt about that. And from this direction, you're really slowed down by that water there. I think they planned it that way. Oh man, I thought that was going to be fast enough. 1 mile an hour. I want a recount. I want that radar gun checked out. I think we were robbed, folks. I think we were robbed. Here goes attempt number 3. And failed again. Failed again, folks. Failed again. Oh well. Tiger, make sure you edit this part out, okay? We don't want to see them, show them that we struggled this much here. Alright, that takes care of that. Another super wheel spin into our, well, we shall see. Is Yvonne is game to get this in one shot? Of course there's traffic here, so that's something that we got to take into consideration. Oh man, they timed that one perfect. The lowlifes at playground games know how to really put me in a rage. At least I didn't curse on that, or at least I don't think I did. We'll have to go to the videotape and see if there was any curses that were uttered there. So now we need 13, no, 17, 16 miles an hour more. Looks like there's a few people here trying to attempt this feat. So we have 2 failures right off the bat. And see if a traffic car will cause us more rage on this attempt. I missed it. They gave me a fail on it. We had to speed and they just couldn't hold the car on the road. Oh, folks, I'm disgusted with myself on that one. That's right. From this side, it's a bit tougher of a deal to try and accomplish. It's definitely the other side that we have the opportunity to get the job done. So we'll get back up here and see if the 5th attempt, I think it's going to be the 5th attempt, is the charm. Is the 5th attempt the charm that we need? There we go. That gets that done. So now we can cruise down to the castle and take care of the danger sign. Decided to go on a cross-country route. Sorry about that, folks. Over the railroad tracks we go. We're almost back to the coastal highway where the Bamberg Castle is. Now, as good as I am at danger signs, this will probably take me more than one attempt. Because there's 3 danger signs in this game that just wear me out and give me all sorts of problems. There's the one at the mud kickers deal with the pipes, the tunnels, pipes, whatever you want to call them. And then there's one other one that I can't think of, and then there's this one. Now, Eva, why do you have such a problem with this danger sign? I don't know, it seems pretty straightforward. You just try and get a good launch and get to the ramp. But, of course, it's uneven up here. I gotta talk to the landscapers about fixing all that. And, oh, we bounced it off the wall. And I think that camera shot's getting worse and worse, so I'll take this opportunity to take a look at how this, if this tripod was indeed knocked out of place before we go any further. 'Cause it sure looks like it was. Let's see if we go like this. Is that the right way or the wrong way? I can't tell. We'll go like this. No, that's definitely the wrong way, so I guess I'll have to do, I guess. Let's get back to the task at hand, trying to get 706 feet on this danger sign. Was that enough speed? Was it enough speed? No, it wasn't. 66 more feet, that graphic showed. 66 more feet. Which translates to about 135, I think, off the ramp would be the magic number. Folks, if you see 135 on that speed, then it should be a successful jump. 135. And that was nowhere near 135. It looked like a repeat of the last jump. So here we go again. I think fourth gear was a little bit of a stretch. I might have shifted to fourth a little early there. Let's take off in third this time. Don't have to worry about burning up the clutch or anything. And we just couldn't get it turned. So that's another failed attempt. Oh, less than 10 feet. Less than 10 feet. And I know somebody in the audience is saying, I saw 135 on there, Evil, what happened? I don't know, it should have done the trick. For some reason the car was sort of diving instead of launching nice and at a nice trajectory. That could have been it. Now, do we take a step forward and get the job done here, or is it 2 steps back? Let's sit here a second, gather our thoughts, shake my hands a little bit, curse some under my breath, and let's go. Oh, I shifted. Oh, man, why'd you shift, Evil? Man. Senior moment, folks. That was a senior moment. Senior moment. That's why I shifted. So we took 2 steps back on that one instead of going forward. folks. That's got to make it no, by 1.5 feet. That takes care of that. Thankfully. Thankfully. Alright, what do we do next? Where are we at in percentage? We are at 42%. 42%. Oh, here comes a ramp. Howdy do. Oh, we got a kink up here. Gonna have another kink up here. That was nice of them to do. Another ramp. And now it's a sprint to the finish. And are we gonna eke it out? I think so. We got it done. Woo-wee. Snuck it by the skin of her teeth. That accomplishes that. Night has fallen in pride. Wasn't prepared for that. I can't even blame it on Puff's evil eyes. He's not even here right now. He's keeping his distance so he stays away from the tripod. Stay away from that tree. Stay away from that tree. Make sure you hit the checkpoints. Wow, that leader sure got away on us. Oh, I am the leader. I thought somebody was ahead of us. Conservative through this section is always a good idea to do. Give us a nice landing, please. So we're going on to lap 4 of 5 now. So far so good. Things can go south pretty quick if you've been seeing me drive over some time. I tend to make some real bonehead mistakes at times. Hopefully the bonehead mistakes will stay away at this particular time. What? You gotta be kidding me. Let's land on our side. This game never ceases to amaze me. The dreaded landing on side routine defies all physics. But never let playground games... Oh, no! This checkpoint! What a comedy of errors! There's a lot of rage inside me right now, folks. That's why I'm staying quiet. At least they didn't put me on my side that time. And I'm pretty sure this was a win the event deal. So I'm going to have to do this again. It was just competing one, so I don't have to do it again, folks. And that should get us, 49%, it didn't even get us to 50. So the next thing will be the weekly challenge. It says own and drive any vintage racer. Okay. Let's go into the castle and go into the garage and hop into a vintage racer. What vintage racer should we jump into?